2 for 15 so far from the field in game number 1.
Number 2 pick in the NBA draft, fulfilling his self-prophecy. There's the lob to Ingram, and that's what Lonzo Ball does.
Rookie of the year. How could he not be?
Excuse me. Fans calling for Lonzo Ball to do something. And misfiring badly.
The shooting, that worried me the most. LeVar Ball called it the worst game his son has ever had.
He gonna blame the losing on him. He's supposed to make those shots, but he didn't. Oh well.
He looked like a guy who hadn't played a basketball game in 3 months. Didn't exactly translate on the court into an amazing debut.
The only way I can go now is up. Hopefully, I keep getting better.
And it was a tough opener for him. He had that great assist to start the game, kind of threw it from the hip for an assist, but the shooting woes, and he internalized it well, I think, pretty well for a rookie.
Paralysis by analysis. Let him play. We got all these people running around yakking and trying to evaluate. Let him play. It's his first summer league game. He's going to be a great player. I'm looking forward to watching him play again tonight, but way too much pressure, too much scrutiny put on this. Let the young guy play. He's already established how great a player he's going to be. Let's just enjoy him. We don't need to critique him now.
And he established that in game 2, because as we take a look at his game 2 when the Lakers faced the Celtics on Saturday, he posted the first triple-double in the Summer League since 2008.
11-11-11, that's a pretty good number, especially in Las Vegas. And again, it's the different things he does. He does a lot of things on the basketball court. The passing is what I love. Just a quick look. Got Biggs dribbling the ball again. Don't do that. That's what you do. Catch it and get it right up there. Kuzma knows what to do with it. Those two played really well. He and Kyle Kuzma played really well together. They both sat out that game. I'm looking forward. I hope Kyle Kuzma, I didn't even see it. I haven't looked at Kyle Kuzma's out there. Hopefully he's going to get a good run tonight too. I like him an awful lot. He came over in that deal along with Brook Lopez from Brooklyn for D'Angelo Russell and Timofey Mozgov. I like that deal a lot. People are sleeping on Brook Lopez. If you can sleep on somebody as talented as he is, I love coaching, being with him for 2 years. That big man can run the floor. He can play. He's an improved shot blocker. He can block shots. He's going to be excellent in pick and pops with Lonzo. Gives you somebody you can throw the ball down inside to. Everybody's talking about going small. Yeah, it's true. Brook Lopez gets the ball. You have to guard him. Lonzo's going to enjoy playing with him, and Luke Walton's really going to enjoy coaching him.
That's the Lakers story. As we take a look at the 76ers, we've been chronicling Markelle Fultz. You could see out there, I heard he was taking some shots, just standing flat-footed, not doing too much, but with the injury suffered, shutting him down, really just relegated to watching his fellow teammates go before he gets back to basketball activity.
Well, we only got a chance to watch him just a little bit, just a few highlights, very few minutes here. The gentleman out of Seattle, Washington, and UW, that inside-out move, he loves it. And again, he'll just go as high as he has to finish. Doesn't matter how big the guy is playing. And this is two guys go down in this. Cabarrot takes one right in the lips, and then you can see it. We had to watch it a couple times to see it. Markelle actually stepped on the back of Jabari, stepped on his heel and went down. And it was scary. I mean, for this franchise, what they've gone through right there, it didn't look real good. Kevin Johnson, an excellent trainer on top of it. And the good news was X-ray was negative. A sprain, he's going to be fine.
And anyone who has followed the Philadelphia 76ers over the last few years, the injuries to Joel Embiid, to Ben Simmons, it's perfectly reasonable.
Nerlens Noel, Jahlil Okafor. It's been hard for them. But this is going to be a good pick. A ton of young players, all hopefully healthy at the same time. Simmons and Embiid together, put Markelle in the mix. It's going to be fun.
So while Ball and Fultz both missed some games, there were guys who stepped up for both teams, for the Philadelphia 76ers and for the Los Angeles Lakers. And with Alex Caruso from the Los Angeles side, you look at Caruso in the game he had the other day, coming up with 4 3-pointers and 9 assists at a Texas A&M. And on the other side, Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot.
I like Luwawu-Cabarrot. We had him in the game against Houston this year. Played very, very well. Didn't shoot it this well from 2. Obviously shot it from 3. But he's got a lot of game. And I'm enjoying watching some of their other young guys. There are so many good young players Brian Colangelo has brought. Brett Brown's going to get a chance to work with these guys. The good news is he's finally got a couple of veterans. There's Caruso right there. He's got a couple of veterans to go with them. J.J. Redick and Amir Johnson are going to make a big difference for Philadelphia.
As you look at Caruso, let's take a look at some of his highlights. He got the start with Lonzo Ball not playing in the ball game, and Alex Caruso, the all-time assist and steals leader at Texas A&M, he was dialing it up from long distance, opening up some eyes in Los Angeles.
Well, he did a really good job, and again, we talked about it before. They're 0-2 when Lonzo plays, 1-0 when he doesn't. Caruso did a little bit of everything, including getting down on the floor and finding people inside. And when the big run came late, he was there to answer it. So, very impressive job.
What's the expectation, PJ, would you say, for Lonzo Ball tonight in this ball game in his return after missing the last one?
I think he's going to play very well. I don't think there's any question. I'll be anxious to see whether he looks like he slowed down at all by that tightness in the groin, but he'll play well. The only question is how well he's going to shoot it. He's going to get it up and down the floor. The pace of the second game was so much better. That's the way this team wants to play. Luke Walton had to love that. Judd Bushler on the bench kept talking to him about playing quicker. He's going to get you to play quicker. There's no question. I think, again, some very, very impressive young talent, even without Markelle. This is going to be an entertaining game for the fans.
Let's take a look at those starting lineups for the ball game. And for the 76ers, we highlighted Luwawu Cabarrot, Alex Poitras, Larry Drew, some household names. Jonah Bolden is a guy who's making a name for himself out of Australia. Furkan Korkmaz, who was drafted
I haven't been impressed with Furkan.
Last year has been very impressive. Lonzo Ball back in the lineup. Vander Blue getting the start in the backcourt with him. Matt Thomas as well in the starting lineup, along with Kyle Kuzma, who's opened up some eyes, and Ivica Zubac, the Croatian at 7-1 in the middle for the Los Angeles Lakers.
There's Kuzma. I like Kuzma. He's looking good. Nice chemistry already. They haven't played together very much at all. He and Lonzo Ball very comfortable playing together.
Kuzma did not play on Monday. You mentioned the cramping situation he had, but in the previous game that he had played, 5 3-pointers, 31 points for Kyle Kuzma getting a start. And Lonzo Ball, you can hear a little buzz in the crowd as he brings it up early here for the Lakers. 1-2 off the win over Sacramento without Ball the other day. They load up Zubac, and nice job already inside by Jonah Bolden, 6'10" rookie via Australia.
Timotei take care of the ball.
And the first foul of the game is going to go against Timotei Luwawu Cabarrot. Cabarrot played played last year with the 76ers out of France. Fell with the lacerated lip against Golden State over the weekend, but returned to action. And Kuzma's first shot does not go down for the Lakers against the Sixers, coming off a loss against the Celtics. They won against Golden State in their opening game here at Summer League.
Larry Drew with a game winner already for the Sixers.
And Thomas off the window. If you're with us earlier, we talked about that Iowa State team with Mitru Long. Matt Thomas was another firecracker from the Cyclones.
Money shooter.
Jonah Bolden, good stroke, but just missing from long range there. Folks, been real impressive. I know I was watching the game you did with him. His dad was coached by Brett Brown in Australia. At 6'10", a guy who can do a lot of things. And Thomas, you said dead-eye shooter, and there he is early.
He's got his feet set. He's going to knock it down. There's no question about that.
Alex Poitras coming to set a screen for Drew. Poitras goes up against Zubac, who's able to change the shot. Blue showing some speed. Finds Kuzma, who can't hit the jumper.
Contested. Alex Poitras did a good job getting out to him. Nice look. Furkan with the finish. Really good pass by Jonah Bolden.
Nice save on the end line. The ball to find Zubac all the way to the rim, but it wouldn't go down. Great feed, and Korkmaz finishing on the other end.
You don't finish inside at one end, it usually leaves your backcourt open. Philly knows what to do with it. Pushed it for 2 easy ones.
Extra pass from Thomas to Blue. Can't convert. Quick pace to this final game here at the Thomas and Mack.
Wow, got away with a push. Cabarro doesn't understand why there wasn't a call.
And a travel call against Kyle Kuzma. We got a buzz in the building, not only for Lonzo Ball, but look who just showed up, PJ. We got the King
I had a
in the
chance
house.
to talk to the King last night. I'm telling you what a year he had. You hear the crowd reacting now. They put him on the big screen. Everybody sees him here, but incredible. Even by his standards, an exceptional playoff for LeBron, and he also won the Kennedy Award for community service, which I talked to him about. He does so much in Ohio, but specifically in his native Akron. He's sitting with Lynn Merritt there from Nike. Those two, a great friendship, and it's been a great partnership for both Nike and for LeBron.
LeBron James's Cavaliers came up short in the NBA Finals against one of the outstanding collections of talent.
I've lost track. Is it 7 straight finals for LBJ?
Yeah, 7 straight finals. 4 for Miami, 3 for Cleveland.
Pretty impressive. Furkan, beautiful pass inside. Alex Poitras with the easy finish. I'll tell you, Philly's baskets have been very easy. Layups and dunks.
Lakers scored the first 5. Last 6 have come from Philly. Larry Drew's dad, of course, is the associate head coach of LeBron James Cavaliers. Can't finish inside.
Yeah, Larry's been sitting here courtside most nights. I haven't spotted him yet, but I'm sure he's here.
Great feed down court for Kuzma. Heavy pace continuing between these two. No time lost. Ball. What a throw to Kuzma for the finish.
You don't teach that. That's as good a pass as you're going to see.
There's a great feed to Bolden. Nobody picked him up, and he missed the jam wide open.
Too easy.
Ball finding Kuzma. Can he get him another assist? He can't. You know what that long pass reminded me of? Another LeBron James thing. That was Kevin Love-esque.
Wow, I was just going to say,
baseline.
Is another player from UCLA that can throw the ball that far. His is usually a two-hand chest pass. But, I mean, this is the conventional version right there. I find Kuzma for the easy finish. This is incredible. That's one hand on the money, easy finish. We talked before, little chemistry there between Kuzma and Lonzo Ball very, very early in their Laker careers.
Yeah, that second one was Aaron Rodgers-esque.
That was perfect.
Lonzo Ball to Kuzma, the fellow rookie from Utah. Korkmaz missing. Lasor into the game for the first time. Zubac helping get in the way that time. Matthias Lasor, the number 50 pick from France, in just his second Summer League game. Nice hesitation move by Matt Thomas.
Yeah, Lasor just cleared, and they got him in action right away, which is great.
Well, some energy into his first matchup in the loss against Boston the other day. A whole host of deflections, and the Frenchman fires from outside. Poitras rebounds and is able to convert.
Alex is a man in there. There's no question about it.
Another down court pass. Zubac dances on the rim and in. That's the 4th assist for Lonzo Ball here at the opening 5 minutes.
Let's be honest. When a guy is that good a passer and sees the floor so well, you're going to get open. Watch what guys do. Kester, you just came back from the All-Star break, right? There's a little baseball pass for you on the money, almost like a football touchdown play right there. This one again, the big guy, Zubac, finished that. Crush it.
Welcome to the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League. We are in Las Vegas at the Thomas and Mack Center on the campus of UNLV. The Lakers with the early lead, and Lonzo Ball back in the lineup, and he's already delivered 4 assists in the early going. He got screened off this time, and that freed up Drew for the jump.
Lasor put a nice little chest bump right on him.
Turnover the other end.
I think Lonzo said that when he talked to Jeff Goodman when he walked in his off the bus interview. He asked him what the big difference was, and he said it's more physical. Good example of that right there. He got stood up on that screen.
Three-pointer for Blackman Jr. missing. Gets an air ball for the rookie. from the University of Indiana. LeBron James looking on this time. It's hard to believe it's already been, 14 years since the 2003 draft, which obviously, when you look at it, was one of the great ones as Zubac finishes there. And the only time will tell on the 2017 draft, but already some comparisons being made.
That's a little early, but I agree with you. I mean, it's a very, very impressive draft and impressive summer league for these guys. Guys look like they, are living up to the billing. Nice
Zubac.
pass there by Kuzma.
Gets an assist delivered. They really like Ivica Zubac. He showed them a lot last year, coming over the number 32 pick in the draft, played 38 games on a team that was not going anywhere and got some valuable playing time for Luke Walton. James Blackman, who had airballed his last attempt, gets that one. Ball spinning and dishing. Won't get the assist, but it's tipped in by Kyle Kuzma, 6'9" rookie from Utah.
I'm liking Kyle Kuzma, and I am loving that deal. Brook Lopez and Kyle Kuzma.
Tried to sell the charge, but the block is called. Now, if we have hockey assists, we do have the Vegas
You're talking
Golden
about the
Knights,
building before. Lonzo finds Kuzma. Kuzma finds Ivica Zubac for the finish right there. What's the name of the hockey team again?
The Golden Knights.
Thank you very much. And there's a hockey assist for Lonzo.
Did you guys track the hockey assists in your coaching days?
No. Gave the guy credit, but we didn't track him.
Especially in San Antonio, where there's so many extra passes.
Well, you'd run out of ink.
You'd have the fourth guy.
Exactly.
Kuzma gets himself a rebound. That's his fourth of the game to go with 6 points and a couple of assists. Lakers with an early 5-point lead.
That is not a bad pass, a horrible pass.
Down court and missing the jam, but getting fouled is Mo Jaita, a rookie from France, and it brings us to a timeout here in Vegas.
Coverage of MGM Resorts NBA Summer League 2017 is brought to you by MGM Resorts International. Book your next Las Vegas escape at MGMResorts.com. And the Light Cerveza, 99-calorie Corona Light.
LeBron James here in Las Vegas taking in this Summer League matchup. And let's pan just 3 guys over. Mark Jackson. So we got the number 4 assist man all time in Mark Jackson, and LeBron James is climbing steadily, number 12 all time with nearly 7,500 assists coming into next season.
Our colleague with ESPN and ABC, long relationship. It took me a while to get over it. Spent 2 or 3 years of my life trying to recruit Mark. Why, I don't know, but he went to St. John's. They were mulling those guys rather than come to Seton Hall, but long friendship, excellent coach. He needs to get back in coaching, not to get him out of the broadcaster's chair, but he needs to get back in coaching. You talk about assists, just an unbelievable distributor. First for Pat Quigley at Bishop Laughlin High School, and then, of course, for the great Louis Kahn II.
I was going to say, we could probably talk Big East all night long. How was the recruiting rivalry in the city with Lou?
It was good, except Louis won too many of them. So, little Louis was not the smiles and everything he usually delivered. But great friend, fabulous coach, and I don't want to say enjoyed playing against Mark, coaching against Mark, but it certainly was great having him in the Big East. Thomas Bryant had an excellent first game. Hasn't been quite as impressive since then, but really active big for the Lakers.
Looking inside that time was Kuzma, knocked out of bounds. Kyle Kuzma of the University of Utah turning heads. As the Lakers lead this one with 2 minutes to go. How about that inbound and Thomas Bryant delivering?
Thomas heard what I said. More importantly, Alex Caruso knew what to do. Nice dime right on the money.
I told you, Alex Caruso is the all-time assist man in Texas A&M history, and a pretty good defender as well.
He had him in that incredible game against Northern Iowa.
Oh, that's right.
They were, I forget, I don't want to remember the specifics. Ben Jacobson won't forgive me. But an unbelievable comeback. Alex in the middle of it. Look at that. Oh, Thomas Bryant, that's too easy. Said he was active.
Alex Caruso stepped in with no Lonzo Ball the other day and delivered 18 points, 9 assists, 4 steals. Undrafted out of Texas A&M last year, but like most of these players, you run down the rosters, guys spent lots of time in the G League, seeing more and more of that. American players not going overseas and playing in the G League.
And you're going to see even more of it going forward with the new two-way contracts. And I'll tell you, you talked about Alex Caruso, the gentleman on the free throw line. He and Vander Blue put a show on the other night for the Lakers in their lone win in the 3 games against Sacramento. You already said the things. Caruso did 18 points, 9 assists, but Vander Blue, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Really impressive also, and they shut down the Kings late when it came with that great run.
Vander Blue was the G League MVP this year.
Vander Blue did a heck of a job.
Blue out of Marquette. Travis Ware is on the floor for the first time. Caruso trying to go backdoor behind the back, kicked ball, be side out of bounds for the Lakers. Aaron Harrison, number 31 in blue, half of the Harrison twins out of Kentucky.
Gabe York wide open. They found him.
Outside to Caruso for 3. Rebounded by Isaiah Miles into the game. And a foul called against the Lakers on Isaiah Briscoe's move. York will pick up the foul with 53 seconds here to go in the first quarter. First foul in the last 2 is Brandon Austin will get the inbound. From the corner, Isaiah Briscoe.
Yeah, they switched. He knew what to do. Thomas Bryant running the floor. Caruso tries to lead him. Just a little too much air under it again. Makes you appreciate those Lonzo Ball 55, 60-foot assists.
He's got a knack. 39 seconds to go. We got a foul that time on Alex Caruso.
A little more scoring in this game, a lot quicker pace in this game.
I was just checking Lonzo Ball stats. 6 assists in the first quarter.
Brandon Ingram sitting there.
And 6 assists, by the way, for the Philadelphia 76ers. You match it. Yeah, that's Brandon Ingram to his left, our right.
Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram is going to be the recipient of a number of Lonzo Ball assists going forward.
Brandon Ingram, who's done for this summer league, had cramping in his right leg.
They shut him down really quick.
He was having a great game in that.
Oh, he was playing really well. Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka, as soon as they saw him down. And actually, it looked worse. Thomas Bryant with the finish. Ware couldn't finish, Bryant could. They didn't even hesitate. They looked over to Judd Bushler and the coaches on the bench, Brian Keefe, Mark Madsen, Miles Simon, said, that's it.
Just can't take a chance. What a great backdoor pass from Bolden, and it's finished by Isaiah Briscoe. Bolden 6'10", 220, all kinds of skill. I mean, he could shoot the 3, we know that. Sets good screens, but nice passer as well from up
Jonah
front.
Bolden's been there. He blocks shots, shoots threes. He's got a nice game.
End of the first quarter in Las Vegas. Lively first 10 minutes, and the 76ers up 2 after 1. Lonzo Ball, who had the triple-double 2 games ago with 11 assists, picked up where he left off after missing the last game, PJ. He's got 6 after 1.
They did. Kyle Kuzma with the easy finishes. Matt Thomas kind of quietly, 7 points, 3 for 3 from the field, 1 for 1 from downtown.
Lonzo Ball did not score, but was much a factor in the scoring with those 6 assists.
Couple of boards. You don't have to score when you handle the ball, run a team, get them going. The pace in this game night and day from our previous game.
Yeah, we had a very low scoring first 3 quarters. Sacramento pulled out a win against Milwaukee as Briscoe leaves it for Poitras, able to finish over Thomas Bryant. Alex Poitras, so much was talked about coming out of high school and early at Kentucky, and stayed, had some injuries also at Kentucky, and then never quite lived up to it, but a chance here in Summer League to open some eyes as he got out a little late on that closeout on the Ware triple.
Travis Ware can fill it. You can't give him that much room.
Jonah Bolden, he's got range. On target, little short.
Timothé, good hustle coming up with the loose ball.
I want to call it the French connection now with the Philadelphia 76ers. You got Luau Cabarrot, who commits the foul there at half court on Gabe York. The MGM Resorts NBA Summer League Tournament competition continues tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern Time here in Las Vegas. You can catch all the action on NBA TV, ESPN2, and the ESPN app. As Markelle Fultz, the #1 pick, and Lonzo Ball, the #2 pick, look on. Fultz out the rest of Summer League. Ball waiting to get back on the floor after an impressive first quarter as Ware wide open from the right corner can't convert.
Good look by Kyle Kuzma.
Ball fake for Brandon Austin. Misses the shot from outside. Austin getting back down by Kuzma. Nice physical move to get the spot he wanted. And now a sliding play by Caruso. We saw that hustle a game ago, but still goes to Philadelphia.
Nonetheless, impressive play. Kyle Kuzma just a little bit big, a little bit strong for Brandon Austin. He knew he had the mismatch right away. He wanted the ball. I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm actually surprised. He kind of made a little bit of a half hook fall away. Could have just dominated him with his size and strength.
Brandon Austin has length at 6'7", holding the ball now, but only listed at 190 pounds.
That's generous.
Poitras foul at the continuation. Will go to the free throw line here with 8:12 to go in the first half. Kuzma picking up his second.
And a little bit of his own medicine. There's somebody just as big and maybe a bit stronger, Alex Poitras, than Kyle Kuzma right now.
Poitras will go to the line. The Sixers Summer League team being coached by Lloyd Pierce, who's been a Sixers assistant. This will be his 4th season coming up, right?
Brett Brown has an excellent staff. I love his guys. He's really got some talented people down there. They work so hard. They got we talked about buildings before, their new practice facility. And with that many young guys, you got to spend a ton of time. They're in there all the time in that practice facility working. And their youngsters are hungry. When you have that, you need a talented staff to work with them. He's amassed that in there. All aspects, from nutrition, the weight training, the one-on-one work. Brett actually worked Brett's young son Sam, and my 2 guys, Kyle and Casey, were working out this morning in one of the back gyms here behind Thomas and Mack, UNLV Physical Education Building.
That's an awesome opportunity. As Lloyd Pierce was with Cleveland, with Golden State for a time as well. I think Memphis.
Very talented coach. No nonsense. Great communicator with the players.
We got Kuzma this time on Luau. Finding Travis Ware. The defense backs off and wide open. He buries it. Deep 2. Drew finds some space from the wing, and he hits a triple for Philly. And I could tell Drew had already learned. He was, for half a second, thinking about enjoying that 3 and then realized Lonzo Ball was back on the floor and I had to get back. Luau feeds Austin, twisting and getting it off the glass.
He does a nice job. I'll tell you what, he gets to the rim. Northwest Florida State, Brandon Austin, the rookie.
Lonzo Ball on the floor. Just ran Austin to a crushing Bryant screen who rolls, but got fouled after his dunk attempt went off the back iron. Told you Austin is at about 190. Thomas Bryant
Left
checks in
hand.
at 241.
Yep. Nice pick and roll by Lonzo. Switched hands. He made the pass with his left hand. Again, Thomas Bryant knows if I roll and I'm open, I'm going to get the ball. Would be better served to finish that. But
missing on the first free throw, rookie out of Indiana.
Number 42 pick by way of Utah, Thomas Bryant.
Well, the Lakers under Luke Walton and their summer league coach Judd Bushler with high expectations after bottoming out the last few years, and still some moves to be made. We're waiting to see who the backup will be to Lonzo Ball as Bolden misses from outside. There's been a lot of discussion. I know Magic Johnson met with Rajon Rondo, according to reports, and they have some decisions to make. They also need some shooting, right, as far as when you're making a decision on some personnel.
You need a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, excitement, warranted, some good young players. Brook Lopez coming over again. I keep repeating myself. I'll tell you, it's going to be a much bigger impact player than a lot of people are talking about. But, again, they're in the West, and they got a long way to go. A long way to go.
Tyler Ennis, Ian Clark, Isaiah Cannon among some of the other named players who potentially the Lakers could be looking for. And Bolden that time tapping it out to himself to keep the possession alive.
Timotei.
Kuzma getting the rebound. Oh, Drew with a nice move to get in the passing lane and stays with it. Second and third opportunity. Austin at the rim for Poitras on the throwdown.
Well, a ton of hustle by both teams, actually, but a little bit more by Philly, and they came up with it.
And Larry Drew looked like he was holding his hand. Getting screened
He's
out
hurt,
right now.
yeah. Brandon Austin with the
right hand.
foul. Pay attention and be glad you're not scoring this. What's an assist? What's a steal? What's a loose ball? We don't know what all this is. Probably just call it nothing until the end there. Brandon Austin over the top. Alex Poitras with the flush. Is that Larry Drew?
Yeah, he sacrificed his hand that time.
Larry Drew on the bench.
And he looks like he's in some considerable pain as he grabs that right hand. Could have happened on any of those deflections
I was
hitting the
going to
ground.
say, try and figure out when it happened.
Sixers with a 5-point lead.
Can't do that.
Got away with one there.
Yes, we did.
Bolden sets the screen, rolls to the hoop. Nice passing. And now they get the travel call on the back end. Well, after this break, Ben Simmons will be with our Jeff Goodman coming up right after the break.
'76ers select Joel Embiid.
With the third pick, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor.
With the first pick, the 76ers select Ben Simmons.
With the first pick, the Philadelphia 76ers select Markelle Fultz.
A three, and the last two number one picks, including Ben Simmons, who's right now with our Jeff Goodman.
So, Ben, you had a pretty good day today. I heard you had a morning workout, afternoon workout. What was it, and who was it with?
Just a morning workout with Brian. Went down to one of the high schools and just had a good workout.
Any insight? I mean, one-on-one, anything good here?
A lot of shooting, off the dribble stuff, so just working on the game.
How far along are you right now in terms of health-wise? If you were to go out there now, what percentage would you put yourself at?
Ready to play. That's how I feel. I think, it's taken a while, but no, it was more of a cautious thing, being cautious, and just make sure I was right.
What's the biggest thing you've learned? You haven't played in here a while. I mean, last game was in college at LSU. What's the biggest thing you've learned while watching the NBA?
A lot. I think I just learned how to play the game differently. And, watching the NBA for a whole season, not being able to play, you learn a lot. And it's just a different style of play. So I think coming into the league, I'll be more prepared than I was a year ago.
You've been here watching some games. Who's impressed you the most?
My team, Sixers. I'm going to pick
good answer.
Teams, yeah, definitely.
What about some of the other guys on the other teams?
I haven't really been watching them. I just been watching Sixers.
All right. Ben Simmons, ready to get back in the court, guys, and working out a little bit with LeBron.
All right, hey, not bad at all, Jeff. Thanks a lot. I'm sure he's been impressed with Poitras with 11 points and 5 rebounds. Should be interesting when they get to camp, when we get into the now shortened preseason before it opens the season, regular season, as Lonzo Ball gets his first field goal. Is going to be October 17th, which was announced earlier today, to see he and Markelle Fultz in the backcourt together.
Yeah, I tell you, Brett Brown talked about it last year when we did the Houston game. Nice strip right there, Brandon Austin. He said he's going to put the ball in Ben Simmons' hands. I mean, is he big? Yeah, he's big. But he thinks he sees the floor so well. He's such a skilled passer. He's going to put the ball in his hands. Now, obviously, Markelle is going to play. Don't sleep on T.J. McConnell. He's still there. If it starts going sideways, there's Brett sitting with Brian Colangelo, the president, and his son, more importantly, his son Sam to his right. Yep. But he's going to give these young guys the ball. And hopefully for them, a healthy Joel Embiid inside and J.J. Redick outside. There's some good places, good choices where you're going to throw the ball. I'm anxious to see Ben Simmons. I did get a chance to see Markelle play an awful lot living in Seattle and out on the West Coast, but I've seen very little of Ben Simmons, so I'm anxious to see him.
I want to see, above everything, not just him running the point. We've seen the ball handling, the passing skills we've heard all about, and to see it extrapolate into the professional game.
Without question. Again, you see it with Lonzo a little bit, right in the first quarter, right off the bat, a couple of the assists. I mean, the way he sees the floor. Ben Simmons is similar in terms of his court vision and his ability to pass the ball. We had a package from a past summer league where we looked at some of the things Ben did. I mean, he's a gifted, instinctive passer, really does a good job. And Markelle is a good passer. Markelle runs the pick and roll as well as just about any college guard I've seen. And you don't see as many pick and rolls in college, more nowadays than you used to, but not a ton. Sometimes guys aren't very adept at it. Markelle Fultz is an excellent pick and roll guard.
Well, I was unfortunate for me as Lonzo Ball tried to drop a dime there. My NBA schedule did not get to Philadelphia. I know yours did, and all reports just as Poitras throws down another. I mean, it's been dunk after dunk.
Furkan with the beautiful look from outside. Korkmaz.
13 points, 5 rebounds for Poitras, that time receiving the pass from Furkan Korkmaz.
By way of Turkey, look. Beautiful two-hand bounce pass. Poitras continues.
Sunset in the desert in Las Vegas. Bottom half of the bracket, the last slot available into the round of 16 tomorrow. The winner of our game right now between Philadelphia and the Lakers, with the Cavaliers awaiting.
Tomorrow night, right? 7:30 to feature games.
That is Pacific Las Vegas time, as Kyle Kuzma works at the point now, giving it up to Ball. 7 seconds to shoot. Trying to find Zubac, using him as a screen. Now finds him, who drops it in on a drive.
Right, drop in is the right word. That was a heck of a pass. Made it look easy. I know we'll bring that back and look at it. He just dropped it right in. There wasn't a lot of room to make that play. Vanderblue sensed that one was coming.
Great steal. Got hooked on the arm by Korkmaz.
Watch this look, Kesty. I mean, there's not a lot of room to drop this pass in. Up in the air, watch him drop it. Right between two defenders.
It's uncanny.
That's a beautiful pass.
Uncanny. His ability to...
Looked easy, was not easy.
See it, know the physics of it, just feel it. And he's done it since the start, even in
Lonzo,
that first game that he struggled.
Cabarrot, pretty good pressure. He got screened. Well, I'll tell you what, our guy has learned easy. Zubac, Ivica goes, if I set a screen and go to the rim, Lonzo's going to get me the ball.
In the right spot to score a point, score 2 points. As Vanderblue goes to the line, Alex Poitras will check out of the game for Philadelphia. Their high score, 13 points, 5 boards.
It's only Vander's second point. Lonzo has 4. The backcourt's not doing scoring, but they're playing really well. Frontcourt's doing all the scoring. Matt Thomas 7, Kyle Kuzma 10, Ivica, Zubac 6. Thomas Bryant off the bench for 5, and Travis Ware. The forwards are getting it done for the Lakers.
Got a heavy European flavor on the floor for Philly right now, as one of them, Korkmaz, missing. Lasor is on the floor, as is Luwawu Cabarrot. How about the hesitation, the scoop shot, and the foul for Lonzo Ball.
Coast to coast, you got to get in front of him. If you don't stop him, he's going to just keep going. Nobody's stopping him. Cabarrot tried. Well, that's a silly foul right there. Just kind of ran into him. Yeah, not a good foul.
Missed on the free throws, 6 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds for Lonzo Ball in his return from a groin injury that kept him from playing against De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento the other day. Here's Lasor, the Frenchman, scoring. 21 years old. As you mentioned, PJ got this FIBA clearance just a couple of days ago. Zubac was loading up, got stripped. And the Sixers up 4, looking for more. Behind the back, nice finish for Melo Trimble, the rookie from Maryland.
Oh, he got bumped. Good call. Very good call. You know, I'm watching him. Look at the two of them together there right on the free throw line. Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo Ball. They're both wearing purple. It's just hard for me to believe. Purple Nikes. What happened to Big Baller?
Right? Not on this Wednesday night.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why Lynn Merritt and LBJ, LeBron, are here watching. unless Big Baller has a swoosh as their logo also. Love those purple.
Might have
Look
an
at
issue
he and Kyle Kuzma. We said the chemistry's been really good. It's head to toe to chemistry, right there.
Guys, LeBron was smiling when he saw Lonzo in those Nikes, as was Lynn Merritt from Nike. So
well, I believe that, Jeff. You're not kidding.
They saw it. Believe me, they saw it.
I saw PK. Phil Knight was at the hotel last night addressing the NBA. He'd have stayed for the game if he knew that.
Step back 3 for Drew. Good to see him back in. Last we saw, he was holding that hand, but it delivered 9 points, 3 on that shot. Zubac looking to answer.
Why not? I'm open. No one's playing me. I'll just fill it up.
Lasor.
Good switch of hands, but inability to finish.
Blue penetrating and kicking to Matt Thomas. Outstanding shooter from Iowa State connects.
He knows who to get the ball to. That's at least 10 for Matt Thomas. He can shoot it.
Lakers back within 4 as we come
Has he
down
missed
to
yet?
1 minute to go.
4 for 4.
And 2 for 2 from distance. Isaiah Miles hits the mid-range.
You keep talking about all the Lakers. I look up at the scoreboard. The Sixers are up 6 points.
Underneath, Ivica was fouled. Let's take a look at Larry Drew, the second.
Nice step back move right there. That's a big move by Larry Drew. Matt Thomas, he knows where to spot up. Bang. Hasn't missed yet. He didn't miss too many in college either.
Matt Thomas 4 for 4, part of a Lakers crew that is shooting 54% from the field here in the first half.
Monte Morris and Naz Mitralon knew who to get the ball to.
Quite a team in Ames, Iowa, and of course many of those guys were brought in by Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah, you're right. Freddie did an excellent job laying the groundwork.
And a timeout taken by Philadelphia with 48 seconds to go. Here in the first half, 76ers out in front. is titled Mike and the Mad Dog. It premieres tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. It chronicles Mike Francesa and Christopher Russo's radio show that ruled afternoon sports talk from the New York City studios of WFAN for nearly 20 years. It's also streaming live on the ESPN app. Look forward to that. And Lonzo Ball, PJ, who had 6 assists in the first quarter, been looking to score some points here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's up to 8. Again, this one, easy finish inside. You have to play him. I mean, first of all, he's bigger than people realize. That's just an excellent look right there. It's one of his 7 assists. There's another one all the way to the rack and 1. 8 points, 7 assists, 4 boards. The forwards, though, doing the damage. Lonzo's got 8, Vanderbilt 2. That's only 10. The other 39 points are from the front court of the Lakers.
There's Miles. Late shot clock 3, no good. Long rebound. Out of bounds to Los Angeles. And Lonzo Ball even got a little hand there on the deflection to make it a late shot clock play for Philadelphia.
Furkan was looking for the call, did not get it.
Final half minute of play, first half here. Lakers have shot well, but they trail this one by 5. They spread the floor for Lonzo Ball with a 4.5 seconds difference on the shot clock and game clock. And now with 8, here comes Ball. Wow, he's going to shoot 4 feet beyond the stripe. And he paid the price coming up short.
Well, that's why you go underneath on him. You got to go underneath on him until he establishes he can make the NBA 3. He's a better shooter than he's shown here in Summer League, but still could use work.
Drew, a little crossover move. 3 seconds to go in the half. Bangs the triple. 2 of them late here in the half. Final second. Vanderbilt just missing off the back iron. Pretty good first half, and Philadelphia leading this one by 8 points.
Entertaining first half, though. We got some points. We got teams going at each other, and Larry Drew, you better know he knew who was guarding him. He was going to answer.
Larry
Goes under on defense at one end. Here's what I got for you. Got some help with a good little brush screen right there. That got him open. Isaiah Miles with the assist. Larry Drew.
Coming up at half, we'll get to know some of the top picks from the recent NBA draft. Stay with us. Welcome back to the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League. Halftime, LeBron James enjoying it. DeJounte Murray of the Spurs enjoying it. And Ben Simmons getting set, hoping to play his first game as a 76er coming this fall, with Philadelphia leading here, PJ, at the break, getting set for the second half.
Well, again, you see the players from different teams getting a chance to get together. But again, that's one of the nice things about the Summer League. It's so relaxed. You know, we got 8 games a day, 4 here, 4 in Cox. People just go back and forth. It's a lot of fun, particularly for the young guys like Lonzo Ball. They get a chance to meet, be someone. Look at that pass. Just an unbelievable virtual full court pass. There's another one. Good finish inside, but there's coast to coast. Nobody gets in front of him. But you got to play both ends of the floor. He's going to be a marked man, and particularly the more his father talks, the guys are going to go at him. Right now, it's Larry Drew. Again, a little bit of a brush screen, but he's going to be a marked man. Anybody that comes in to the league with as much hype as he has got to be, ready to lace it up on both ends of the floor every night. And fortunately or unfortunately for him, he's playing in the Western Conference. And the matchups he's going to have at his position are as difficult as there are in the NBA.
Look, all the teams are going to be difficult they're going to play against, and we'll wait to see when that schedule comes out. But Lonzo Ball's going to be featured somewhere, and probably be featured against some really good teams from across the East and the West. And, hey, they're going to take some lumps along the way, but this is what they're building with Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, and really starting over again in LA.
Well, he's going to deal him out too. People are going to go with him, but I got news for you. He's going to hold his own. He can do it. The shot, if you watch him just here in Summer League, it's a concern. But if you watch the numbers he put up when he was in college, no, the results are good. He's got to shoot it a little bit quicker. Certainly he can work to improve it, but he's going to be fine. Don't worry about Lonzo Ball.
Got a little swipe there as well to knock that ball free.
Yep. He's got good instincts, because, even on the defensive end.
And has some length. Able to gather there and miss the shot, but gets his own miss and lays it in for the first points of the second half.
Cabarrot didn't secure it. Lonzo did. Good rebounder, by the way.
10 points. And now 5 rebounds to go with those 7 assists for Lonzo Ball. Drew finds Poitras wide open. Most of his points came from point-blank range, but he gets a three-pointer there.
Alex Poitras got 16, and he's 7 for 10 from the field. 5 boards. Strong inside. Alex Poitras has really been good.
Take a look at Lonzo Ball early here in this third quarter on the move on Drew.
Nice move, but no result. But then he hustles in, comes up with the rebound, and finishes inside.
Sixers have their largest lead of this ball game. They're up 9. There's Ball for 3, missing badly to the left.
Well, we've had an air ball, and we've had one that's about 4 feet to the left of the rim.
Korkmaz is online, but no good. Rebounded by Kyle Kuzma, who was one of 2 double-figure scorers for the Lakers as Zubac finishes this time.
Nice pass. Was that Matt Thomas? That was a really nice look, leading Zubac to the rim. Steve Prohm would have been happy with that.
The Iowa State
coach, who does an excellent job.
Poitras was open, 1 extra pass. They send another extra pass. Timothé Luwawu knocking down the triple from out front.
TLC. A little bit of TLC. Easy with the pass. Jonah.
And they got a foul the other way to stop action with 8:02 to go. I'll have to call my old pal Tom McGinnis, the longtime radio voice of the 76ers, and find out what he says for Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot. It is a mouthful on the radio.
He tried to work with me before the game and telling me how to say it. Needless to say, you know what I went with, TLC.
Well, we got KCP now coming to Los Angeles to the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell-Pope as Poitras got the block. As our friend John Barry would say, Karch carried that one out of bounds.
Here we go, Rook. We know the Pac-12 is a good league. We know you've played against shot blockers before, but there's more of them here.
Ball's pass went off the chest of Poitras off the turnover.
Korkan.
Yep, got a beautiful stroke.
You know what? And he gets rid of it quick. Exactly what I'm talking about, Lonzo. Lonzo's shot takes a little longer to get off. Furkan's does not. He's got a beautiful release. There we go. An air ball, a brick ball, and nothing but net.
Back on target for Lonzo Ball, who's got 13 points. 10-point game.
Oh, nice look.
You know, there's some.
Jonah Bolden to Furkan Korkmaz.
There's some saying maybe Korkmaz needs another year overseas. What do you think? He's looking.
I like him. The problem is playing time with this team.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I haven't asked Brett Brown and Brian Colangelo yet what they're thinking, but I came in not really knowing very much about Furkan, and I'm really impressed with what he's done here.
First miss for Matt Thomas, but
Larry Drew. That's a pretty stroke. Catch it and shoot it. Just got it and go. Lonzo's tired of people going under. He does enough of that, they're not going to go under.
Look, everyone's been asked about it. I even asked you about it during the regular season. We were talking to Chip England down at San Antonio, and I said, look, I don't know where Lonzo Ball's going to end up going, and he's the shot doctor supreme.
Absolutely.
What would you do with him? And I ask it to you. I mean, it's unorthodox but effective.
Well, let's start with he's already proven he can put the ball in the basket in games and at a very high level of competition. He leads the NCAA in assists. He has a great career, short but great career at UCLA, where he shot the ball over 40% from 3. So you can't say he doesn't shoot it well. I don't like the mechanics. I like the release, but the fact that he brings it across, really across his face, and then brings it back. Once he releases it, it's nice, but it takes a little time to get off. And I don't know that it's going to be that consistent over time.
Beautiful feed by Matt Thomas that time to Zubac, who has 13 points, and a Lakers steal. And a foul committed just over half court. And we were talking about Lonzo Ball's shooting. Let's take a look at it game by game. We all know about that first summer league game where he went 1 for 11 from long distance. The three-point shooting game, that was his first tonight, 1 for 4, but only 3 makes so far in 20 opportunities.
That ain't going to get it done. Yeah. But again, it's summer league. It's his first experience with the NBA three-point line. He's not going to shoot 3 for 20 for the Lakers. You go back, KD struggled with the adjustment to the three-point line. The only year that he's been in the NBA was his rookie year in Seattle. He didn't shoot it well. Again, we asked him to take a lot of threes because we were trying to get him to do a little bit of everything. Post him up, run pick and roll, shoot threes, handle the ball, come off screens. But it didn't take him long to adjust. Now, I don't think Lonzo's ever going to shoot it the way Kevin Durant does, but he's going to shoot it a heck of a lot better than he's done in 3 games here in Las Vegas.
BJ, you were KD's first NBA head coach in Seattle. Lonzo knocks down another one, so he's got 4 here in Summer League. Did you see what we're seeing now, what we've seen the last 5-6 years from Kevin Durant when he first walked on the floor in Seattle?
Yeah, I got to say I really did, Kesty. He was that good, and it was so obvious even I could figure it out. He was special. We'll continue this after we come back. But again, we talked about Lonzo. He got 1 to fall. Why not another one right there? And again, he's looking comfortable. Way to go, Zoe.
If you don't want to miss a moment of Summer League, right across the way at Cox Pavilion, we got a 3-point game streaming live on Watch ESPN, also over on NBA TV, with the Trailblazers up 3 points, only 4 and change to go in the 4th quarter.
The battle of the black and reds.
Everybody playing for a spot in the round of 16 as
good finish.
Got that one to fall. The winner of the Bulls-Blazers game will face the Raptors Summer League team. And then there will be just one more spot. The winner of our game tonight will get the Cavaliers. Thomas got stripped of the ball. Trimble, nice feed for Blackman, all alone, stuffs it.
Nice play, Melo. Came up with the loose ball, and then a good assist.
14-point game, out of bounds, sideline.
Turn the corner. I'm small, so I got to float it up there. James Blackman Jr., nice. And the friendly roll. Strip, Melo Trimble, change direction. Easy finish on the other end. Give Trimble the credit for that play.
And last turnover, PJ, the 15th for the Lakers, and the Sixers have turned it into 19 points.
Well, that's the difference.
That's the
Lakers
difference
are shooting 52%. You say, why aren't they winning the game? Then you look at the turnovers and the points off turnovers.
And the big Frenchman, Mo Jaite, gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
Mo Hamidou Jaite.
You've been the first to go for it, right?
Tell you what, you don't want him, Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Furkan Korkmaz involved in a little 3-man play. It's going to take you a long time.
Good luck, Mr. McGinnis, on that one.
Get that out of your mouth.
There's a look at Jaite and we call it the French connection. Jaite, Matthias Lesor, Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, all from France on this Summer League team.
Somebody in that scouting staff likes French food.
Yeah. Yes, why not? And just more and more outstanding players coming from the country and the territories. Martinique. Here's ball with a head of steam. Tried to change hands last minute. Drew the foul with 4:49 left.
There was contact. I don't think that's our old restricted area play. I don't think, had he left the ground, I think we got no call. Let's see what Jaite does. He did. Bad call. Didn't do anything. He did what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
Went up. He kind of chopped down with the right hand, but he didn't make contact. That's play on, guys.
Lonzo Ball, who had 6 assists and no points right at the end of the first quarter, is up to 16 points in the ball game. along with 7 assists and 5 rebounds.
Missing his free throws. Steve LeBeau's going to get us the number? He's missed a couple, I think.
5 of 7 now?
Not bad.
5 of 7. By the way, Steve LeBeau got to bow down to the stat man today. 4 games. I don't know how many days in a row you've done 4 games. 5?
He's done a great job. Even Dave Freed has done a good job. I don't want to say great job for Dave, but
and they do it without pay. They do it for the love of the game. It's amazing. Travis Ware puts it in.
I hope both of them are more intelligent than that.
Highly compensated. But they would do it for love.
Well, and Tim Corrigan would try and get them to do it for that, but still.
Foul on Caruso is reaching in from the floor. Gets called for the push. 76ers with a 12-point lead. Both these teams 1 and 2 in the preliminary play. Look at Judd Bushler out to the right there.
You think LBJ is here scouting them for the Cleveland game tomorrow? The winner of this game gets Cleveland at 7:30.
I wouldn't doubt if he delivers a little scouting report. That's for Damon Jones, right?
Yes.
Damon's coaching the Cavs Summer League team. Jeff Goodman has more on why LeBron is here, Jeff.
LeBron earlier, and he said there were multiple reasons why he was here. Among them was to watch Lonzo Ball. He said he thinks he's a terrific passer. Also, the head coach of the Sixers, Lloyd Pierce, used to be on the staff in Cleveland. Obviously, he worked out Ben Simmons, and yes, you guys are right. He is here to see the Cleveland Cavs Summer League team, so they play the winner of this tomorrow night.
That's pretty cool, and he's not in Los Angeles where we can tell our viewing audience, PJ. LeBron James just won the ESPY for Best NBA Player, right? When he came in 4th, I think, in the MVP voting. Behind Westbrook.
He's the best player in the league. MVP is a whole other conversation in terms of what you factor in there. Russell Westbrook was a most deserving candidate. He had a historic year. MVP is a hard one to define. Different for different people.
I agree.
But calling LeBron James the best player in the NBA, that is not a limb you're going out on. That is the truth.
Best player on the planet, and Kevin Durant's nipping at his heels.
There's a couple guys nipping at his heels. Steph and Russell and James, the way they all played this year, but longevity, consistency, and what he's doing, game in, game out, the playoffs he had, that man doesn't get any better.
3:22 to go here in this third quarter. Ball going deep, got upended, but gets an assist out of it because Gabe York completes the three-pointer.
He's kind of running back gingerly. Kind of got caught up in the air with nothing to do. Bailed it out with the good pass, but he took a pretty good fall.
8th assist for Lonzo Ball. And he's spying on the back line defensively as it goes out of bounds to the Lakers. Here's assist number 8, PJ.
Spins into the lane. You know where the guy was. Got caught in the air among 3 guys, but he found him. Was that Gabe York that converted?
The 76ers out in front by 9. We have 2:59 to go here in the third quarter as we play for a spot in the round of 16. I'd say LeBron James Cavaliers are waiting. It is his franchise. The Summer League version of the Cavaliers are awaiting the winner of this game for a round of 16 matchup tomorrow here at the Thomas & Mack. Lonzo Ball feeling it, missed. Contested, Bryant on the end line out of bounds.
Thomas Bryant plays with a lot of emotion and energy, which I like.
Thomas Bryant, who had a pretty good year at the University of Indiana. Here's Austin spinning against Bryant, blocked by Ball. Lonzo spinning pass to York. Found the open man Caruso, but I believe they're going to call the foul before the basket. No basket.
This is nice job by Thomas Bryant moving his feet. Lonzo gets back into play and comes up with the steal and then makes a pass to another point guard and another point guard. York and Caruso and Lonzo. I'll call that a three-point guard lineup.
That's not too bad with Bryant and Ware.
That was
the bigs.
Lonzo's third steal. We talked about his defensive instincts.
So the Lakers down 9. Here's Ball. Ball against Isaiah Miles. Fall away. Oh, Caruso cleans it up with a slam.
I'm not giving him an assist on that. I'm giving him a missed field goal attempt. He tells me after the game it was intentional.
The scores on the other side just gave him his 9th assist.
I'll buy it. I'm not buying that.
He's got 9. Here come the Lakers, by the way. Bryant harassed by Aaron Harrison, rather, who commits the foul.
Here we go.
Let's get a little look at this one.
Judge for yourself. Maybe.
It was a shot. As Derek Wittenberg continues to tell me to this day, but it doesn't matter. It's the final result that counts. And now the Lakers turn it over with under 2 minutes to go here in the third.
Well, turnovers have plagued them all night. 16 big ones, and we're not done with the third quarter yet.
Here's Drew penetrating. Oh, look to dish to the cutter, Bolden, but a turnover, and Ball gets fouled at half court. The NBA D-League is now the NBA G League, and for the latest information, visit NBAGleague.com or download the NBA G League app. That was the 10th foul. So we are in the bonus here with 1:45 to go.
Very early.
Don't see that too often in the summer league. And Ball will go to the line for 2, and he rattles home the first one. 18 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds for Lonzo Ball.
And a 6-point game. And a lot of action still left here. Almost 12 minutes worth.
78-73. See if the Sixers can spark themselves to life.
Need Alex Poitras to spark them.
How about Jonah Bolden knocking down a three?
He's got a little bit of everything in his game.
Began his collegiate career at UCLA, went over to Serbia, where he played in the Adriatic League and was the top player. There's been a number of good players to come out of the Adriatic League.
Serbia, Australia, shot blocker, three-point shooter.
York missing a 3 that time. Down court. Drew finds Bolden open. Gets off the 3, missed that time. I think Šarić was in the league that year in the Adriatic League a couple years ago. Also was the MVP of the league coming to Philly. Ware steps into a 3. Ball taps it out, but being screened by one of the coaches was Gabe York. Couldn't get over there in time.
Lloyd Pierce with a clever play, just got in his way there.
That was Lloyd, you're right.
Lloyd knows what he's doing. Oh, excuse me. Can I help you?
Final 40 seconds of the third quarter.
Sixers need a little spurt here to get that back to a double-digit lead, and they're, a
little too hard on the finish. Everything but the finish. Ball. Oh, he was looking for dime number 10, and instead commits the foul off the turnover with 28 seconds to go. Only the 5th.
Team foul.
Team foul is what, first in the
last 2 minutes.
Right. I saw it go from 4 to 9 in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly.
My first day at the Summer League, watching the scoreboard.
10 takes
go all the way up to 9.
10 takes getting used to.
18 seconds to go. About 4 seconds difference on the shot clock. Larry Drew will make the move. Had a tip, got it back. 5 to shoot. Fouled on a 3-point attempt, and it'll be Isaiah Miles going to the line. Travis Ware committing the foul late in the shot clock.
How many times? Late in the shot clock. Fouling a shooter. And late in the quarter. Let's make it a triumvirate here. A little triple.
So Isaiah Miles will shoot 3 free throws, but he can't take advantage of the first. 6-7 at a St. Joe's. Sixers led by as many as 15 points in this ball game. And he's got one more to come.
Should get it back to 10. See what the Lakers cook up for their last shot. Lonzo Ball has been the difference here in the third. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And it's in his hands.
5 seconds to go in the quarter. Look at this. Coast to coast with 1.6. Getting up a 3/4 court shot, no good. Brandon Austin, about 13 points in the third quarter for Lonzo Ball, who's got 21 points and 9 assists. And those 21 points, PJ, came in the second and third quarters.
Don't believe it. Again, if you're going to pick him up full court, you got to stay in front of him. They really weren't in front of him, so he goes coast to coast. We've seen this a couple times. We're going to see it a lot more in the future in Staples.
Big third quarter for Lonzo Ball as the Los Angeles Lakers find themselves still trailing. They were down by as many as 15 points as we enter the fourth quarter here at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. Vander Blue shot.
Nice block. Jonah Bolden.
Bolden doing a little bit of everything tonight, and on the break a steal by Lonzo Ball. And Bolden holds him up at half court to slow things down here to open this fourth quarter.
4 steals now for Lonzo Ball. Defensive instincts.
Ball has those 4 steals to go with 21 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. Blue trying to thread the needle, and then we got a foul against Philadelphia as Lonzo Ball got held by Brandon Austin. You know, it's not just him with the ball, but even off ball. You talk about the instinct.
I think he's better off ball, to be honest with you, because I think then he can see, he can play center field, he kind of see what's going on, can anticipate.
Will this be assist number 10? It will not.
Would have been, that might be his favorite new teammate for right now, Kyle Kuzma.
No look pass in the corner. Poitras. And Blue rebounds. 8-point deficit for the Lakers here. Blue covered. Somehow made a pass underneath. Caruso behind the back bouncer to Zubac will get himself to the line. That was a beautiful job by Vander Blue, who's in trouble, but Zubac and both guys delivering. That time will put Zubac to the line.
More than a hockey assist.
First free throw goes, and the world's best action sports athletes will be competing at X Games Minneapolis, and our coverage begins Thursday, 9 Eastern Time on ESPN with all rounds from the Harley-Davidson flat track races. You can also watch the X Games streaming live on the ESPN app. Zubac hitting the free throws for the Lakers. Trail this one by 6. We're under 9 minutes to go.
It's time for Alex. It's Poitras time.
Poitras was Mr. Dunk in the first half. Had been delivering from outside of late. Bolden, jump pass, skipped all the way to Drew. Was hot at the end of the half and delivers there. 18 points for Larry Drew II. Playing in front of Pops tonight. Another Laker turnover and a foul in the backcourt. Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot.
There's my good buddy Larry Drew. I knew he had to be somewhere close. Also scouting for Cleveland. We've got a lot of scouts in here tonight. Although I do think that Papa Drew is watching the game more than scouting.
His son began his collegiate career at UCLA. That was a bad turnover. Poitras was trying to find Luwawu-Cabarrot. Well, Larry began at North Carolina, transferred to UCLA, played in Europe in the G League, got about a dozen games in with the Sixers about 2 years ago, and had the step-back game winner in their opener here at the Summer League.
Nice, very nice move.
Korkmaz is with the foul. Side out for the Lakers. 8:16 left. Lakers are still shooting north of 50%, almost 51%, but 18 turnovers. Been the difference of the game. Great feed. Zubac's fouled on his way up, and he'll head right back to the line.
Lakers lurking. They can't quite get it close enough. They've been there a number of times, and Philly finds a way to stop it.
So we were talking about adding KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Luke Walton in the audience as well. As you hear the crowd luking him as
Brian Shaw, B. Shaw sitting right next to him.
Caldwell-Pope, a one-year deal, $18 million. Seeing a lot of one-year deals for the Lakers as they, at least the strategy potentially to maybe add 2 max players next year if they play their cards right.
Maintain flexibility. Good help, Isaiah Miles right there. Pass was there. Vitsa couldn't secure it with 2 hands. Isaiah Miles was there to make sure he couldn't.
Luke Walton, a lot of Arizona feel to his coaching staff. University of Arizona feel, his alma mater. Our old pal Miles Simon, first-year assistant.
Not surprising.
And Judd as well.
Bloodlines are pretty good.
8-point game with 7:40 left. Wow. Miles was trying to get the foul call there on Vanderblue. Goes underneath the screen. Pass is tipped out of bounds.
The deflection. Who got that? Vanderblue or Lonzo Ball?
I think Lonzo might have got that one.
3 on the shot clock. Hope we recognize it's away from the Philly bench.
This little extra pause here, allowing them to let it be known. 3 on the shot clock. Drew looking to trigger. Gets it in to Luwawu Cabarro, and with one, puts it off the window, nearly converted.
Good move. He's had a couple close in. Not go.
Ball hesitated, attacks the rim and scores, and the Lakers are within 6 points, 23 for Lonzo Ball. The Lakers got as close as 5 points down in the second half, and with Ball converting there, we got a 4-point game. Timeout with 7:02 to go. Here come the Lakers.
I don't know how the scoring works. They may not give him the steal, but he's the one that knocked it loose. Somebody else secured it, but we got his 2 baskets. I don't know if we have the steal. There's a nice move. Finishes with the left hand. They thought he was going across the court. This one, see, he knocked it loose. Probably don't give him the steal, but he's the one who made the defensive play. It's been the Zoe show in the second half.
The Lakers have scored 7 of the first 10 here in this fourth quarter. Lonzo Ball's been leading the way in the second half, and the Lakers are down 4. Second half numbers for Ball: 17 points, 4 steals. Briscoe found a seam and scores it for Philly.
The seas parted. That was way too easy.
Right back to a 6-point game. Zubats being hassled by Matthias Lassour from France. Pass went off the shoulder of Kuzma, loose on the floor. Kuzma gets down but tips it to Korkmaz. And a spin move at the top of the arc, a foul call. Let's check out Isaiah Briscoe on that last score, PJ.
Well, defense better check him out because he just went right in like it was layup lines before the game. Way too easy right there. Big bucket. He stops the bleeding for a little bit for the Sixers. Followed by a turnover at the other end. Not exactly the way you want to come out of a timeout.
Korkmaz found some room and got the roll.
I like Furkan.
Turkish product, glue through contact, able to score. I'm sure he wanted the foul there as well, and I think taking the worst of it was Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, who's a little slow getting up. In fact, he is in the prone position out on the baseline, and we'll have a Philly timeout after Briscoe gets it into the front court. And you see Timothé is up, and he's not happy as he chucks his towel down and heads right for the tunnel. Timeout here in Vegas. Sixers up by 6.
Coverage of MGM Resorts NBA Summer League 2017 is brought to you by MGM Resorts International. Book your next Las Vegas escape at MGMResorts.com. And Serta, always comfortable.
Sixers with the lead and possession, under 6 minutes to go, with a spot in the round of 16 on the line, awaiting the Cleveland Cavaliers. Isaiah Briscoe inside, gets it over the long arm of Ivica Zubats for the basket. He's got 10. Ball looking to answer for 3, and he does.
Guess we know that, expression, feeling it. Lonzo Ball is feeling it.
20 of his 28 in the second half, and so is Isaiah Briscoe.
Amen.
Knocks down a deep 2. Usually a 5:10 to go. It's been an entertaining final game of the day here at the Thomas and Mack. On the roll, Zubats will go to the line. Blocking foul called underneath against Isaiah Miles.
Didn't pick him up high enough in transition if he's a three-point shooter. And right now he's looking like one. You got to pick him up higher than the three-point line. Can't allow him to just dribble into a really relaxed practice 3.
There you see the second half numbers with 20 points. He also has 4 steals in the second half. And at one point we had showed the three-point shooting. He was 3 for 20 in the tournament in the Summer League. He's got 3 three-pointers here tonight, 3 of 9.
3 of 9 you can live with.
Lakers got it as close as 4 a couple of minutes ago. Right now they are within 6, and another free throw to come for Ivica Zubats from Croatia.
Ton of time left. When you're clawing your way out of a hole, you take the free throws. Got to put those in.
There's Briscoe fielding it. Had it knocked away. Lakers on the run with numbers. Caruso passing out. A 3 for Blue. No good. Kuzma might have got away with a push, but keeps the possession going. Ball missing on his 4th 3 of the night.
I hope our viewers can hear the crowd, because every time when the ball's in the air, they're all up and you hear the excitement.
They were trying to will that one through the basket.
Wow, Furkan, that's a deep shot.
Korkmaz missing, out of bounds to the Lakers with 4:26 left.
If you're going to take a shot like that at this stage in the game, make it.
Sixers have Alex Poitras and Larry Drew waiting to check in, but right now waiting at the scorer's table. Ball dishes, Zubats finishes, 10th assist for Lonzo Ball. 28, 10, and 6 rebounds. For Lonzo Ball trying to carry the Lakers into the round of 16. And Isaiah Briscoe missing. Here's Ball looking for number 11. Oh, that would have taken quite the heroics by Kuzma that time.
Just a little bit too long.
Korkmaz behind the back. Over to Blackman in the opposite corner. And the Lakers still very much alive. Half-court pass to Ball. Zubac, trying to get it to Ball. Instead turns it over. And that is the 20th turnover for the Lakers in the game.
There's the look. Might have given it to him a little bit early. Yes, Zubac should have shot it, but it's tough to give a big the ball that far from the basket. One more dribble from Zoe would have been better before he made the pass. I don't recall hearing a lot of defensive chants in Summer League in past years. This very pro-Laker crowd is chanting defense.
But here they are again. Tend to shoot in the possession. Korkmaz is going to uncork one and throw it away. Trying to be a little too fancy behind the back. That's the 17th Philadelphia turnover. These teams have combined for 38 turnovers in the ballgame.
You know, Furkan, if he's trying to make this team, he's not doing a good job of showing it here in the fourth quarter with his shot selection and that careless turnover.
So the Lakers again down 4. Kuzma the roll. Drew's hand got in the way, knocked it out. Again, Drew, who late in the half, like a stinger in the hand or something, was shaking it really bad. Might be the same place again.
I thought he took a pass right in the gut.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just his hand that got in the way. I may have seen it wrong. I mean,
no, you're right.
He took a shot here.
Hand is fine.
No, it is hand. You're right.
Watch when he falls.
That must be it.
Because he kind of reaches for his midsection.
Yeah, I don't know whether
he might have got it both ways.
Yeah,
Kuzma
elbow might have gotten in there, but I don't think so.
Ball high off the window is good. A 2-point game. Ball with his best game so far in his summer league with 30.
And you can see the most relaxed he's been in Las Vegas this trip.
Larry Drew, the stutter moves against the much bigger Kyle Kuzma. Gets a screen. Blackman hits a big late shot clock 3.
Well, they are hitting threes when it matters. Nice defense right there.
Lonzo Ball, 30 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Check out the layup.
Nice layup. Got away with a little hook with his left hand, but again, the finish very strong. James Blackman Jr. That's a tough shot right there.
Lonzo Ball trying to carry the Los Angeles Lakers again. 32 points, 3-point game. Philly leading with 2:10 to go. Caught in the air, finding Korkmaz. Oh, that was halfway down.
In and out. Not a burger.
And a foul out along the 3-point line against Larry Drew with 1:56 to go in the ball game, and the Lakers down 3.
Lakers have been coming back for a long time. They are knocking on the door again.
Trailed by as many as 15 points in this ball game. Twice got it to 4, now have it to 3. 9th team foul, or first in the last 2 minutes, so they side out. Zubac trying to back down Bolden, chopping, knocked it away out of bounds. Laker ball, 12 to shoot.
There's a lot of chopping there by both players.
Caruso, great feed inside. Zubac trying to come up with it. What's the call here? They're going to review it. We're under 2 minutes. So they can see who touched it last.
You can't review for a foul. They're going to review whether it went out of bounds.
They will check to see who touched it last year. We got screened out from our midcourt position.
Previous play will be under review.
So big review here with 1:47 to go.
This is the only real problem I have sometimes with the reviews, the timeouts. If the scoreboard is right, Sixers don't have a timeout left. This gives them a chance to Get in there and see what happened.
I think that's off Zubac's thigh.
Did he get it? How about when he reached out with the left hand? He didn't get it with the left hand the second time? Wow, that didn't take long.
Nope. Off of Zubac's, out of bounds. Get one more look for you. Right there.
Right hand, right leg. He's looking for a foul.
Didn't get
Can't
the call.
review that.
Nope. You cannot
review whether it went out of when it went out of bounds, who went off. So
Adam Silver spoke today about speeding up the games, less timeouts coming next season, among some other ways to keep the pace of play moving. Canada defense going up with the Sixers leading by 3. Korkmaz for 3.
All right, Furkan back in the good graces of the Brain Trust.
19 for Korkmaz. Kuzma with the answer on the 11th assist from Lonzo Ball.
You cannot leave a three-point shooter if he's playing with Lonzo Ball because he's going to find him.
Philadelphia was close to turning that ball over as we go under 1 minute to play. Quick trigger 3. That one missed everything. Ball to Blue for 3. And another possession now for the Lakers. 50 seconds to go. Ball saves the air ball. They have 18 to shoot and hang on. Timeout was called.
How many bad shots can you take?
So the Lakers able to get that timeout call here.
Well, Furkan's been a little shaky, but that's just a good play. Pump fake, finishes it from downtown. Lonzo Ball finds his new teammate with the purple shoes, Kyle Kuzma.
So Ball from start to finish trying to carry them.
How about a two-hand pass? How about a one-hand baseball pass? I can do that. How about coast to coast for the finish and one? How about a block shot? Maybe a steal? Not much else, is there?
32 points, 11 assists, 24 of his 32 points coming in the second half, and all 5 of his steals coming in the second half. And Ball is bodied and fouled with 43 seconds to go in the game. There's a look at the Summer League numbers, getting better and better from a very difficult first game against the Clippers to the triple-double to tonight.
5 and 11 times 2 equals 32. Rebounds 8. Assists, 11's a good number. He's on the line for a deuce. Doesn't get the first one to drop. He can get it to 2.
He's missed 3 free throws here tonight, 7 for 10 at the line.
Sixers with a chance for a 2-for-1 opportunity, but more importantly, it had better be a good shot.
2-point game, under 40 seconds to go.
Foul to give for the Lakers, but you really don't want to give one here.
Through on the drive, ball knocked away. Blew up with it with 25 seconds to go. They're down 2. Ball hanging, scoring. He's tied it. He'll go to the line. What a game in Las Vegas for Lonzo Ball. 35 points and a chance to give the Lakers the lead with 21 seconds left.
Strong move when he gets away with that. He's going to have a little trouble with beautiful move. Strong move, takes the foul. There's the three-point play. He's got to watch that little chicken wing. They're going to call that.
Shot clock is off, PJ, here, so the Sixers can get the last shot to win. Down 1.
Larry Drew's done this before. He's had a couple of big turnovers here.
There's Blackman all the way to the rim. He leaves 6 seconds to go, though, as Philly takes the lead.
Lakers with the timeout. Judd Bushler calls it right away. They're going to advance the ball. Who do you think they're going to inbound the ball to here, Kesty?
You know Mr. Ball's going to have the ball in his hands. Let's take a look at the 76ers taking the lead here thanks to the rookie James Blackman.
The big guy's got to come across on that. Lonzo was in position, but that's really a play. Ivica's got to come over there. You can't go coast to coast, biggest possession of the game, and get a layup. That shouldn't happen. But again, this has been a very entertaining game. We weren't sure either team was going to get to 70 last game. We got a pair at the 100 mark right now. We may not be done. It is an odd point, but I've seen fouls. I've seen free throws missed. We may get a little extra basketball. You would think Judd Bushler will design something, a screen, some kind of action, get the ball to Lonzo Ball, top of the key, middle of the floor. 5.9 seconds is an eternity. I hope puts it on the floor and attacks the basket. Don't want to settle for a jump shot in this situation, particularly when they've had no answer for his penetration all night.
What makes Lonzo Ball's 36 points even more impressive is the fact that he didn't have any points at the end of the first quarter. He was clearly dishing the basketball early, had 6 first quarter assists, 36 points over the last 3 quarters, and he's delivered in the second half. Can he deliver once more?
Kuzma to inbound the ball. Lonzo Ball underneath the basket. That means he's probably going to come off at least 1, if not 2 screens. First one will be set by Ivica, I would think.
Well, you see the 3 stacked along the free throw line and Ball under the basket as Kuzma has possession. Looking for Ball late in the 5 count, chucks it underneath Zubac, fouled with 4.6 seconds to go, and the big man will go to the line down 1.
Good diagram by Judd Bushler. Don't know if that was the first. There's the screen, illegal screen though it was. There's the look. That's a good basketball play by Ivica. That's a heady foul by Jonah Bolden. Difference now, if the scoreboard is correct. Christie, no timeouts for the Sixers. They're going to have to go coast to coast. They can't take a timeout and advance the ball.
Lakers have missed 9 free throws. You know the 3 for Ball. Zubac has missed 3 as well, but doesn't miss there. We're tied at 102 and another one to go.
4.6, a long time in the NBA, even without a timeout. Rebound is important.
Zubac with 21 points. Lakers have the lead. 4 seconds to go. Drew across half court. Drew, long straight on 3 is short, and the Lakers have won it and have advanced to the round of 16 thanks to 36 points from Lonzo Ball.
Well, other than Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, Luke Walton, the happiest man in the building might be Warren Legary, who runs this summer league, because Lonzo Ball and his Lakers will be back tomorrow night at 7:30 again, and we're going to see, I think, a packed house tomorrow night.
Well, good job by the Lakers, who lost that overtime game against the Clippers in their first meeting, lost to the Celtics by 5 in their second. Now 2-2 and into the round of 16 thanks to that young man, Lonzo Ball, who goes for 28 of his 36 points in his second half, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, and on the defensive end had 5 steals. Lonzo Ball standing by now with our Jeff Goodman.
Lonzo, 36, 11, 8, and 5. What was the most impressive thing in your mind about your performance tonight?
It wasn't about me. It was about the team. We got down big. You know, it took all 5 of us to come back. And, you know, just credit to them. And got to keep going from here.
How much did you respond or listen to the criticism after the first game here when you struggled?
I don't listen to none of it. I take one game at a time. After it's over, I shake it off and get back to what I do. And luckily, we came out and got a win today.
I saw some emotion on your face there on that last and one. What are you thinking when you're going to the hoop finishing there?
It's the playoffs, man. Make winning plays, and that's what I did. And then hit the 2 big free throws and seal it.
What didn't you do well enough tonight?
Too many turnovers. Got to crack down on that, but I'm happy we won.
Thanks, Lonzo.
Thank you.
Lonzo Ball coming up with 36 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. And let's take a look at some of the work he did tonight, especially key late in the game.
Really good play right there. Strong finish inside. He's fouled, but he makes it. 4.6, no timeout. Only 2 timeouts in the summer league, so they had to go coast to coast. Caruso does a good job. Contested very well. That's just a tough shot. Larry Drew had to settle for. Well defended.
Let's take a look at the lower half of the bracket now that is filled in for the round of 16. The Lakers, the 15 seed, will take on Cleveland tomorrow night here at the Thomas and Mack. Denver and Brooklyn. Denver advancing today. The Warriors got their first win of Summer League. They're still alive against Boston. We had the Kings earlier today against Dallas. The MGM Resorts NBA Summer League tournament competition continues tomorrow, 4 o'clock Eastern Time here in Las Vegas. Catch all the action on NBA TV, ESPN2, and the ESPN app. So some final thoughts here on Lonzo Ball. He's going to get all the credit, 36 points, 11 assists, but you mentioned many times Kuzma and also Zubac's coming up with the big free throw.
Oh, he deserves all the credit. I mean, he's the one, he's the engine that drives this team. To me, it's just so obvious. He was so much more comfortable tonight. Even early, he missed the threes, badly missed. He had an air ball, he has a brick ball, but he was playing well. The passing was there, the rebounds, the steals. It's the other parts of his game. Yeah, it would be great if he were a knockdown shooter. That's not there yet. You can't teach that. You can't make a pass like that. Coast to coast, that was a simple play, but again, when you don't play him, he's going to do that. His defensive instincts are good. Maybe his on-the-ball defense is going to need a little bit of work. This is just a strong move. He's got to keep his arms in a little bit. They're going to catch him with that reaching around the guy, but he wants the ball in key situations. That's what's impressive for me. You can see the improvement right there. I mean, each game, more and more comfortable, playing better and better. But the tempo, Kesty, that's what's important. They go up and down the floor so quick. The pace of the Laker games is so different than than the other games. And again, the people here love it. He's the reason that they're here. I mean, let's be honest. He's filling this building. That's incredible. Yes, Los Angeles is not far away, but there's a buzz in the building. There's no question, and there will be a buzz in Staples. No question about that.
I was going to say there's a lot of reason to have excitement for the future at Staples Center in Los Angeles. I mean, they've been excited ever since they knew the Lakers were going to get the second pick, and likely Ball was not going to be the first pick. So the hometown kid right from the Los Angeles suburbs who went to UCLA and now to the Lakers, and he continues to deliver. Sure, he had a tough first game in the summer league, but triple-double, and now what he did here in the second half, and again with 11 assists, remarkable.
It's good. It will be Showtime again. Is it Magic Showtime or Kobe Showtime yet? No, but that's more to do with the supporting cast. There's going to be growing pains, but the things he does, the basketball instincts, the other things, the passing of the ball, the sight, the wanting to make and take big shots, the defensive instincts, particularly when he's off the ball, that's going to translate right away. I just think that still the roster is not, what it needs to be for him to really thrive. Is he going to be extremely good this year? Yes, but Laker fans, be patient. This project is going to take a little time. It's still
have fun tonight, but be patient.
Still in work.
You saw the bracket. We're down to 16 still alive to win the championship. Those were the 8 in the lower half. The Lakers will take on Cleveland tomorrow night. Our final score here: the Lakers come back down 15 points and beat the Philadelphia 76ers 103-102. Lonzo Ball with 36 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 28 of his 36 points coming in the second half.
5 steals.
And those 5 steals as well.
Two block shots. Yes, he did mention to Jeff, 6 turnovers. That's too many. But that's going to come with experience. He'll be fine.
Lakers win it by 1. Coming up next, SportsCenter featured, and our Summer League tournament coverage continues tomorrow from here in Las Vegas on ESPN2 and NBA TV. For PJ Carlissimo and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Mark Kessinger. Thank you for watching, and good night from Las Vegas.